I'm going to tell you the story behind this collection of sunsets. It all started in 2020 with the coronavirus, the COVID-19 pandemic, and I was working from home for several months. My legs began to atrophy, gaining weight, feeling bad, and emotionally also, and thinking that I need to do something, like I need to get out of the house every day for some reason. I can't be cooped up here all the time. So I decided, after seeing that the weather would be clear for the next 7 to 10 days, that I'll get out of the house, I'll go take the video of the sun setting, and then after a month or two, I'll combine them all into a movie. So that's what this is all about now.
So I'm here in Santa Barbara, November 12th, waiting for the sun to set. And that's kind of setting now, I guess you might say. There's Henry's Beach down there. November 12th, 2020. And I walked over here. I've been cooped up in the house through the pandemic. I'm out here to watch the sunset. And there it's going down. And there's Henry's Beach right there. Beautiful day. It's kind of cooling off. Right at 5 o'clock, it seems to be exactly where sunset is happening these days. November 12th, 2020, Santa Barbara, Douglas Preserve. And it's gone. 4:56 p.m. November 13th, 14th. Wilcox property, Santa Barbara. So no really clouds there, and that's exactly what time I think it ends. It's 4:56. So it probably takes 7 or 8 minutes, 10 minutes for it to go down from when it hits the sun, the horizon over the ocean. And I would say that's the last of it. Okay, it's gone.
So I later measured on a clear day like this, when the sun hits the horizon to the time it disappears below the horizon, it's about 6 or 7 minutes.
There's a pod of dolphins out there, November 14th, at the Douglas Preserve. This happens quite a bit, but I haven't seen it a lot. I haven't been over here a lot. Yeah, that just surfaced. I'll check this video later to see if I picked it up. There's also a bunch of birds out there swarming around. So maybe there's some food, some bait fish. Yeah, the dolphins are swimming away.
So on November 15th, there was an extremely low tide, and I had looked it up on the internet and decided, well, instead of getting it from the cliff up above from the Douglas Preserve, that I would go down to Henry's Beach and walk through Hope Ranch. So anyway, I got down there, and it was also, coordinating with the sunset, but I managed to get out early enough that I could walk out towards Hope Ranch and be able to walk for 30-40 minutes and then turn around and come back, because in this area, if you get out too far in the middle of nowhere along the beach, the tide comes in and there's nowhere to walk anymore. The beach disappears because of the cliff. So anyway, this was a nice little long early sunset. I got out there like in the threes, and I think the low tide was around 4 p.m. or something like that. So this is a part of that walk that I took out there, and then I caught the sunset at Henry's Beach when I came back. So I found that a lot of other people had the same idea that I did, is to get out of the house and not be cooped up in your house due to the pandemic so much. Some of the people were wearing masks on the beach. Generally, you're staying more than 20 feet away. There's not that many people out there, but staying away from people, wearing a mask, and staying safe.
So it's about 3:30, November 15th, 2020. And down here at Henry's Beach, up above there where that guy's standing now on the top of the cliff, that's where I normally go to stand and get a shot of down here. Anyway, today's an abnormally low tide. And so I'm here at Henry's. I'm going to check it out. Yeah, so the tide is going to be at its lowest at 3:49 p.m. and it's like 3:30 now. So this is really close to as low as it's going to get. So it's 3:50, November 15th, 2020. So this is the low tide for today, and it's a negative tide. So anyway, this is about as low as it's going to get. I think tomorrow is an even lower low tide, but this is unusual. Normally you don't see any of the green, and normally the water's up quite a bit further. But this is as low as the water's going to go today, pretty much, from the tide table that I looked at. So I've reached the end of my walk, at least in this direction. I'm halfway there. So I walked out this far. It's UCSB out there. You can see the tower. And there's a lot of people out walking today. You could really get quite a distance because the low tide. Anyway, I'm going to head on back down, turn around. It's 4:15. And the next plan is to catch the sunset at about 4:45. So I'm trying to get back down to Henry's Beach before the sun sets. Well, it's 4:39 or 4:40, waiting for the sunset. Probably another 10 minutes it's going to start. But a lot of people had the same idea to come down at this super low tide. So I'm a little, and the parking lot is like a parking lot. I actually had to park on the street further back in a secret location. So I'm a little worried about getting out of here. I just don't want to get near anybody. I do have a mask with me for the pandemic. November 15th, 2020, at about 4:42 p.m. Anyway, I'm headed back, but I don't want to get too close to Henry's, which is down in that direction. I think there might be a lot of people starting to accumulate, and I might just break down and put my mask on. It's November 15th, 2020. I'm down at Henry's Beach. I'm at sea level. It's 4:50 p.m. and I'm going to give you a shot of the sun. There it is right there. I don't think it's quite hit sea level yet, or the horizon. It's hard to stare right at it, but I think it's starting now. So there's the sunset, like about 4:51 p.m. It's not quite 5 o'clock yet. Anyway, a lot of people are down here watching the sunset at Henry's Beach. Trying to stay away from everybody because of the pandemic. Anyway, there it was. I think it's good. Maybe I set a timer. I've got a stopwatch going. I think it only takes like 4 minutes for the sun to set these days. So it's 4:53 now, and I think the sun's halfway done setting. It's only been a few minutes. So it's 4:56, November 15th, 2020, and that's it. I think the sun is just dipping below the horizon. I think that's it. Yeah, so there it is, sunset. I was kept capturing it, and then I got a phone call right in the middle of videoing the sunset. yeah, so that's it. It's gonna start getting dark here in about 20 minutes. And that's the south. And that's all the people that came out today. Let's see what's going on. Beautiful day. And I think it's very good psychologically to get out and enjoy the sunset, as many people are doing. Anyway, I think that's it. I'm gonna look at my timer. So it's 4:56. I just walked down the beach a little bit more, and the sun has set. I looked at my timer. I started it when the sun was hitting the horizon at sea level here, and it's about 5.5, 6 minutes for the full, to get to this point right here. There's still a little bit of shine on the water, but maybe that's somewhat reflection and stuff. Anyway, there we have it. November 15th, 2020, about a 5.5, 6 minute sunset. And now it's going to start getting dark out here. And extremely low tide. I'm going to put my mask on. November 21st, 2020, and I think I got here right at the sunset. There's a boat down there. Kind of nice photo. So I just started the timer at 4:48 p.m. And I'm anticipating the sunset takes about 6 minutes. So I'm just going to enjoy it, put my sunglasses on.
So one advantage to watching the video, it's really great to be on site to watch the sunset and feel the air and everything else, but you don't get sunspots in your eyes watching the video, so that's the one advantage to just watching this.
So the sun is setting. It's like 4:52 or so. There's the island, Santa Cruz Island. So with the clouds, it's going to be hard to tell the exact end of when it disappeared behind the horizon, the sun. November 21st, 2020. So I'm going to guess that it's still sticking up a little bit. There's a little sliver of it, maybe it'll going down here in a second. I'm going to walk up with the Douglas Preserve, Wilcox property a little further. So that's been about 5 minutes. So I think that's how long it takes the sun to set, 5-6 minutes from when it hits to when it goes down. It's hard to tell with the clouds.
So I really enjoy these sunsets with the clouds, and I stay longer until it gets dark because I want to watch all the different colors long past sunset. The ones where there's no clouds in the sky, once the sun sets, not long after that I would leave and start my walk home because, it'd take me 20-30 minutes to get home. But I really enjoy these ones with the clouds, and they're very colorful for quite some time after the sun sets.
So it's November 22nd, and it's the 55, somewhere around there. It took me about 30 minutes to walk here, and anyway, the sun is just now setting. November 22nd, 2020. So this is the sunset on that day. Been catching them most of the days, or about a couple times a week at least. There's a few clouds out there by the islands, and it's beautiful, and it's kind of like an amber sunset, but there's no clouds over there by the sun where it's going down. It's just dropping down. It takes about 5 minutes for the whole sunset to be over with. November 23rd. 2020, 4:48 p.m. So it looks like the sun pretty much just hit the horizon, ocean. And so it took me, I guess, 20 minutes to walk over here. Maybe a little longer. No, that's about right. About 25 minutes. But anyway, I just got here. And that's the beginning of sunset. This guy's going fast. It's about half gone. I'll catch it at the end now. Okay. I think there's some clouds on the horizon. That's it. The sun just sank into the ocean. Santa Cruz. Sun. And the moon's around here somewhere. But I'm going to keep walking. It'll be dark in 15 minutes probably. November 23rd, 2020. It's like 4:50, 4:51, something like that. November 23rd, 2020. Sun just set. Oh, I'm at the Douglas Preserve. There's quite a few people walking around here this time of night, right at sunset. I think the weather, it's been dry, not rainy. So a lot of people are getting the same idea that I have to come out and watch the sunset, or maybe they get off work and it's a good time to go for a walk. But I'm used to kind of coming over here and not seeing that many people this time of year. But anyway, I've been enjoying watching these sunsets because we haven't had any rain in the forecast. Anyway, I'm going to try and walk all the way through the Douglas Preserve before it gets dark and get back out before I need a flashlight.